Good morning, everyone! We are Group 2,
And I'm Person A, John Henry A. Gagala.
Laura Xavier, your person B.
Person C, Steven Carl Angelo Galdieta.
and I'm Joshua Morse A. Lapitan, your Person D.
So many of the Mapuan students are experiencing difficulties in online enrollment in Mapua. So now, to break the status quo, we must hear the voice in any one of them. And now we have Miss Jaira Villanueva as our interviewee to solve the problems that they may face in online enrollment. And now directly to the point, are you satisfied in the services offered and provided in online enrollment in Mapua?
No, because it took a longer time to accomplish the schedule that I wanted, rather than it should be easier since it's done at home and online.
So Miss Jaira, what do you think are those services offered by Mapua in online enrollment?
Well, the services they offered was they wanted us students to access the My Mapua account, and then through that website, through that account, we get to choose the subjects we want to take for the specific semester, and then arrange the schedule and the time we wanted it to be.
So what is your own perception about the online enrollment?
Well, at first, I thought it would be easier since we'll be doing it at home. It's convenient. You get to just lay around, rest, and just click
Okay.
stuff. But
So Miss Jaira, is it far from what you think that before you took that online enrollment, is it far from your own perception rather than you have experienced by that time?
Yes, because it's very different. Because you see, I thought it would be faster since you have to just relax at home. But what happened to me when I was arranging my schedules was that there were slots that wasn't available since all the students were accessing it at the same time as mine, and of course the schedule that I wanted wasn't available as well.
So you are saying that there's only a limited course or there's a limited slots for a certain subject. So let's go to another question. What do you think is the difference between traditional enrollment and online enrollment that you have experienced, and what do you prefer?
Online enrollment involves you just have to open your internet, connect to the website, then just arrange your schedules. And while the traditional way is that you have to go to school, get the files you need, the things you have to do for enrolling. And between the two, I prefer the traditional way better because due to what happened on the
Online enrollment.
online enrollment, there were problems with the school server. So and the slots weren't available, and it just only took a longer time to finish it.
So many technical problems or
Yes.
problems that you have
Very.
experienced.
I just want to know, did the online enrollment provide your desired schedule?
No,
Why?
because you see the schedule I wanted was I didn't want any of my math subjects together. So I wanted it to schedule one in the morning, one in the afternoon. But since there were problems with the slots available at the time that it has,
The time interval.
yeah, in the
Yeah.
time interval, I wasn't able to
To grab.
to do the schedule I want.
So why do you think why is the reason the server so slow?
Well, I guess students are accessing the website at the same time. That's why it is slow.
So you're telling that the institute server cannot what do you call it?
Handle.
Cannot handle the students who is using the website. So there are instances that that server takes
A lot of time.
takes a lot of time before you
Can connect.
can connect to it. So another thing, do you have any adequate mediums to access the institutional website?
Well, yes, at home we have internet connection, we have a computer to use anytime we want. But you see, it's not the problem of the students at home that's slowing them down in fixing their schedule. I guess it's the server of the school because they can't handle the load, the load of the students who are using it.
So there's a buffering of information that comes from the server of the MPUBA onto the computer of the students, right?
Yes.
So moving on, have you experienced difficulties in grabbing the slots?
Yes.
So what could be the difficulties or the reasons why you haven't grabbed the slot or you haven't included a subject or a course?
Well, basically, the reason why I wasn't able to include the subjects I wanted is because I woke up late, and then a friend of mine told me that if you weren't able to include that subject to your schedule, there would be an inclusion to the school upon enrollment. So when I went to the school to get the inclusion for that certain subject, there were problems with it, and it causes some kind of a bit chaos in the school, and there were no concrete announcements given by the school regarding it.
So what you're saying is that what is the essence of the online enrollment if there is still a subject inclusion on that day on site?
Yes, definitely, I agree. That's exactly what I mean.
As a result of having a monotonous schedule, what do you think will be the effect of your schedule to your transportation and your daily routine?
Well, you see, I live far away from Manila. It's like a 2-hour travel. So whenever I get home, I feel really tired, and sometimes I don't have enough energy to do the things I have to do, like schoolworks.
How often you come home late?
Well, actually daily, since our dismissal is like around 3 or 4:30, and since it's a 2-hour travel, I get to go home at around, let's say 4:30. So around 6 o'clock, I get to go home 6, and whenever I reach home, I really feel tired of the rides that I've traveled.
Do you still have time to do your homeworks when you come home late and tired?
Well, sometimes I have time to do it, but whenever I feel really, really tired, I just can't do it.
Generally, do you think it is good? Your schedule is good for your security and for your studies?
Well, I don't think it's good for my security or as well as other students, because you see, not as I have said, not all students live near Mapua, and you know when you get home late, usually bad things happen at night, and you know, just
You don't have time
yeah,
to.
and then when you get home, you don't have time.
Sometimes do you feel scared when you go home late at night?
Of course, not because I'm a girl. Of course, because you know all in the news, bad
Violence.
people, violence, do things at night, since nobody could see you very
Especially in
well.
dark places.
So, to sum up all the discussion that we have discussed, I therefore, I can say from her statement that she is not really satisfied about the online enrollment because of some technical problems that she has experienced at that time. And for her, she between the difference of online enrollment and the traditional enrollment, she really wants to prefer the traditional enrollment because it is much more easier to do that rather than the online enrollment that she has experienced.
And I say, if they want to provide this online enrollment, they should think of the things that if they can support all the students who are using the site, if there's think of the problems and then they should have a solution for those, and they should upgrade because based on the statement that they cannot support all the students on the site.
And based on what you have said earlier, what is the essence of the online enrollment if there is still a subject inclusion on that day? Then there is no what do you call this? There is insufficient information about the opening of the slots on the day of the inclusion.
According to our interviewee, she didn't have enough time to answer her homework because she is already tired from the transportation, and
She's not secure.
when she go home late, she feel insecure
Because of her
Definitely.
This is
schedule.
Thank you,
Yes.
Jaira. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for the time.